Good evening and welcome to Senior Awards Night. We are excited to be honoring our seniors for their outstanding accomplishments. These awards have come from community organizations, local businesses, as well as our school community here at High School South. We would like to acknowledge the sponsors of these awards for recognizing our students for their outstanding achievements. At this time, I'd like to introduce our lead counselor, Mrs. Michelle Walsh, who will be hosting this evening's program.
Hi seniors, welcome to the Class of 2020 ceremony for your scholarships, virtual this year for the Class of 2020. We're going to be starting with our community presenters who so graciously donated monetary awards for you, but they also donated a lot of effort and time into this virtual ceremony. Unfortunately, they're not able to attend our virtual ceremonies, so they provided information about their awards as well as information about why you were chosen as a recipient. So as we go throughout the community scholarships, Mr. Leppold and I will be reading often on behalf of the community organizations. Our first scholarship from our community organization is from the African American Parent Support Group. Founded in 1985 for over 35 years, the African American Parent Support Group advocates on behalf of the African American students in the West Windsor-Plainsboro Regional School District. The scholarship is awarded to students based on their academics, character, vision, passion, community service, and the content and quality of their essay submissions. Applicants must be a West Windsor-Plainsboro resident of African American or African descent. The organization this year awarded 3 scholarships for High School South seniors. Our 2020 recipients are students who have shown strength of character and dedication towards their educational pursuits in the face of this current global pandemic. Through it all, they pushed through and maintained educational excellence at a high rate, never slowing down, even with the finish line in their sights. They pushed on and continued to excel. The African American Parent Support Group couldn't be happier to award these scholarships to Asia Barrett, who will be attending East Carolina University, Matthew Odedirin, who will be attending Rutgers University, and Garrett White, who will be attending the University of Miami, for their years of hard work and, most importantly, for their unselfish community service. Congratulations, and we wish them well with their higher learning. The next award from our community is the local Century 21 office, who sponsors a scholarship for a high-achieving senior who plans on continuing their education at a 4-year institution. This year's recipient is certainly high-achieving, both in the classroom and in our South community. He has achieved a pretty perfect transcript consisting of high grades and strong rigor. Additionally, this young man has made his mark as a talented soccer player, a peer leader, a student council member, and a local community coach. A true team player, this recipient is a winning combination of intelligence, talent, determination, kindness, and leadership. Gloria Hutchinson from Century 21 says, "Congratulations on a job well done. You are the recipient of the Century 21 Abrams Hutchinson Associate Scholarship. Through your hard work, determination, and leadership, you have proven to be a student that your school wants to recognize and encourage to continue your educational journey. Century 21 Abrams Hutchinson Associates wishes you continued success throughout your college years and in everything you have chosen to do." Heading off to study international business and engineering at Lehigh University, congratulations, Jude Farry.
The Helene Cody Memorial Scholarship is held in the memory of Helene Cody, whose untimely passing left a legacy of love and service. The $1,000 scholarship is awarded to the select group of Central New Jersey students who have developed a major community service project and become Helene Cody Scholars. It is supported with leadership training and mentoring through the Helene Cody Foundation, whose mission is to inspire youth to volunteer to better their community and themselves. This recipient is Megan Martin. Megan was inspired to create Project Collect when she noticed that test books were left unused in her sister's room. Through Project Collect, she facilitated the transfer of standardizing testing books such as SAT and ACT from students in privileged communities to those who would be otherwise unable to afford these practice books. This benefited low-income students because it placed less of a financial burden upon families that might want to purchase the materials, but unfortunately do not have the means. The project involved writing a detailed project plan and business letters to potential donors and recipients. Last year, Megan presented her work and the Helene Cody Scholars Expo, where she explained her project to the community members.
I am honored to once again award the Ruby Xiao Chang Memorial Scholarship in honor of Ruby Xiao Chang. I'm going to be reading on behalf of Ruby's husband, and these are Ruby's husband's words. Her memory continues to live on in our lives and in the community through this scholarship. It will be the 5th year we have awarded her scholarship to a graduating senior at West Windsor Plainsboro South, and we had some remarkable candidates this year. When I saw the list of candidates the selection committee had chosen and realized I knew a few of the names, I withheld any comments or recommendations until my sister-in-law Vicki, brother-in-law Kelly, mother-in-law Jean, and father-in-law Jeff carefully read the essays and came up with a consensus. I was so happy they picked the same person I had chosen. We are happy to award this year's Ruby Xiao Chang Memorial Scholarship of $1,500 to Annabelle Sue. My first memory of Annabelle was from her 4 years when I took my children to see the Grover Middle School production of Little Mermaid. Her voice as Ariel was angelic, and she made an impression on everyone in that audience. Later, I came to know the Sue family. Their strength and poise through Kevin's cancer diagnosis and treatment was admirable. Annabelle's love and support of her brother reminds us of the unbreakable sibling ties that Ruby had with her own siblings. We wish her the best of luck as she begins her journey at UC Berkeley. Congratulations, Annabelle Sue. Tonight is the second occasion that the Brett Fenster Memorial Scholarship is being awarded. I have a little sentimental value in the Brett Fenster Memorial Scholarship because Brett was one of my students actually at West Windsor South and passed away during his college years. Again, I'm going to be reading the words from his father. My son, Brett Fenster, graduated from South in 2005 and sadly passed away in 2010 while a student at Franklin and Marshall College, my alma mater. This award was established in recognition of the person and individual that Brett has become. He was intelligent, inquisitive, athletic, creative, passionate about everything he engaged in, and had an unparalleled sense of humor. He truly cared about humankind. 2 weeks before his passing, he expressed his desire to pursue a degree in psychology into the real world to help and aid the less fortunate. He always thought of others. Brett was an athlete. He was a workout nut, played soccer, both travel and high school, and had a gun of a pitching arm. He was an amazing artist, but music was his soul. I began playing the piano when I was 5 years old, performed for years, currently have been playing locally, and was performing monthly living room concerts until the pandemic came upon us. Although I knew Brett had an incredible musical ear, I resisted forcing him to take piano lessons to avoid comparisons. And then when Brett asked me for a guitar as his birthday gift when he was 14, I said, let me think about it. Went into the bedroom, and behind closed doors, I jumped for joy. That was the birth of Brett, creating, then pursuing his own passion, not just following mine. He composed and learned to play beautifully. His music becomes his companion, a love and a voice. I was and am proud that Brett was always his own person. Ask anyone who ever told or tried to force him into doing anything without an explanation or a please. Tonight I am pleased and honored to present the second Brett Fenster Memorial Scholarship to a young lady whose life is immersed in the wonder of music and who, perhaps not coincidentally, will be attending Franklin and Marshall in the fall. I first met this recipient at last year's college fair, and her interest in attending Franklin and Marshall was remarkable and passionate, as was her love for music. I shared my love and respect for the incredible ways in which Franklin and Marshall both nurtured and changed my life. I was struck by her intelligence and her virtuosity of the saxophone and thought, what an incredible combination, and hoped that she would be heading to Lancaster in 2020. When I heard that she had definitely applied for the Brett Scholarship, I knew it was Beshert, which is Yiddish for destiny. I am certain that everyone can see it as well. I would like to congratulate Thesa Friedman for being chosen as the recipient of this year's Brett Fenster Memorial Scholarship. Congratulations, Thesa. The next scholarship is titled For the Love of Running, Scholarship 2020. Again, I'm connected to this because once again, it is sponsored by a former South alum. The cool thing about tonight actually is that you're going to see how many alum actually are so interested in coming back and giving back to our school. We not only have alum giving back, but we have a number of memorial scholarships that when you listen to their stories will really help you create more stories about South and understand some of the history of South, which as a longtime pirate, I think is super important. So this scholarship was sponsored by a former South runner. And again, I'm going to read his words for the scholarship. Running is a lot more than putting one foot in front of another. For some, it can be a way to get away from academic stress. For others, it can build resilience to tackle difficult family and life situations. For all, it serves as a regular way to either share moments with friends or to be alone with one's thoughts. Regardless of the reasons one chooses to run, pursuing it as a sport is incredibly demanding, both physically and mentally. Over an extended period of time, participating in cross-country or track and field will leave one with lifelong friends, memories, and a developed character. The For the Love of Running Scholarship was created to honor the outstanding athlete in cross-country or track and field who exemplifies the very character that is required to be a runner at the highest level. The award is not only meant to celebrate the achievements of the individual, but how far they have grown from where they began. The winner of this year's award personifies everything it means to be a runner. They are persistent, care for their teammates, and have grown immensely from their running experience here at South. For this talented individual, running has served as an outlet, but has also provided this individual the opportunity to be an inspiration for others. Besides her outstanding character, she will be attending top-ranked Colby College in the fall, where we are sure she will continue to be an inspiration to others. And by the way, she'll still be running there. We are both proud and excited to award the For the Love of Running Scholarship to Jillian Dowling. Congratulations, Jillian.
The Linda Greenstein District Legislative Award is awarded to a student who has demonstrated an interest in public service, community volunteering, and/or work on political campaigns. This year's recipient is a young man who has made the most out of high school by getting involved in service to the school and community, where he has emerged as a prominent leader in student council as vice president, Model United Nations as the director of media and technology, as well as his dedication to our debate team. His involvements in these activities have taken him out of his shell and enabled him to have a leading voice among the student body. A quality that stands out about him is that he is inquisitive by nature. As he puts it, I seek to explore the yet to be discovered. This exact curiosity is what propels him to take an interdisciplinary and explorative approach to learning, because he is invigorated by making connections from the world around him. A perfect example of this is the independent exploration project he started last summer, where he combined his knowledge of chemistry, environmental studies, and economics to tackle recycling in the local community, and went on to speak on this cause at Mercer County Council meeting. This type of self-directed learning highlights him as someone who takes the initiative and isn't afraid to take on challenges in society. I am sure that this is just the beginning of what he will go on to do to make a positive impact on our world. In fact, it does not surprise me that this next chapter begins in the fall at Duke University, where he plans to study public policy and economics. It gives me great pleasure to present the Linda Greenstein District Legislative Award to Lawrence Jank.
The next scholarship is the Jesse Galeria Memorial Scholarship. Jesse Galeria passed away as a senior of West Windsor Plainsboro South years ago and left a legacy so strong that the greater West Windsor Plainsboro community wanted to preserve his memory in several ways. The West Windsor Township dedicated a soccer field and a tree in his honor. You can still find them today at the West Windsor Park. The high school here dedicated a science wing in his honor. Also, two of his closest friends took it upon themselves to create and fund a scholarship in his name. We are blessed to have so many friends and family that had such a deep and meaningful bond with Jesse. The Jesse Galeria Scholar Award was started in 1994 to honor the student who best exemplifies the qualities that Jesse stood for. The first scholarship is given to a student that demonstrates academic excellence that goes above and beyond the requirements. We have always tried to find the candidate that pushed the envelope and explores new and unique opportunities, particularly in math and science. We are proud to present the 2020 Jessie Galeria Scholar Award to Aditya Rao. We expanded to include a second scholarship called the Jessie Galeria Community Award. This award is given to a student with strong academic record, but more importantly, has demonstrated a strong commitment to give back to their community. While Jessie focused so much of his efforts on his academics, he also made time to volunteer and help out whenever he could. Among the many well-deserved candidates, we are proud to present the Jessie Galeria Community Award to 2 winners from South this year. Congratulations, Jasmine Medhurst and Major Wilbur.
The Hushua provides scholarships for 2 students who demonstrate consistent and distinguished efforts in learning the Chinese language and/or promoting the Chinese culture during his or her academic study in high school. One of the recipients of this award has made Chinese their passion. She started learning the language in 6th grade and is finishing her high school studies in AP Chinese. Beyond her coursework, she wanted to enrich her studies of the language and culture through a total immersion program. Last summer, she won a U.S. Department scholarship that allowed her to study in Nanjing, China for 6 weeks. She also takes an active role in the festivities related to China Night every year. Next year, she will study economics and international relations at NYU. Congratulations, Shreya Vasagari. The next recipient is a multi-talented student who has demonstrated a sincere motivation and determination to be at her best at all times, whether tackling a difficult academic concept or mastering a complex piece of music for the band or orchestra, or leading her peers in community service activities. She is known for her warm, kind, inclusive personality. In addition to being an outstanding academic student, this student has a very creative side and uses some of her creativity to advance the Chinese culture both in school and in the community. The student has studied the Chinese language in school and has also attended the Chinese Heritage School on weekends for many years. While just a freshman, the student took on the responsibility of teaching cultural dance class at the Chinese school when she learned that the class was canceled because they had no teacher. For the next 4 years, she continued to develop a dance program and build relationships with her students, making it one of the most popular cultural classes at the school. As co-founder and co-president of the Creations for Cause Club, this student collaborated with her peers to create 3D origami models to donate to residents of local senior center. When she was asked to teach an origami class there, this student rallied her friends to volunteer, and she organized classes, teaching the art with kindness, patience, and enthusiasm. Throughout all of her successes, this student leads with warmth and kindness. I am happy to present this award to Tiffany Chow, who will be attending Rutgers University in the fall.
The 107.9 FM High Road Scholarship was founded by 3 siblings: Janet Barrick, class of 2008, Jeff Yu, class of 2012, and his twin brother, Jesse Yu, also class of 2012. They created the scholarship to recognize the huge positive impact the radio and TV station had on their high school experiences, their view on the world, and their role in their community, establishing high road principles that they have carried in their life and career beyond West Windsor-Plainsboro. Without the program and the great Mr. A, who spearheads it, the 3 of them truly believe they would not be the people they are today. This year's recipient is well deserving of the scholarship because of her dedication to radio and the TV program and her community. She fully embraced the studio in both class and club, and as a result, has allowed it to continue impacting the lives of dozens of students every year. She is also well-rounded, working part-time jobs, and is a star in track and field. Most importantly, she is committed to her community through her church and aspires to serve her community as a combat camera in the military after graduation. The Yu siblings hope this recipient continues to embrace the high road principles in her promising future. Congratulations to this year's High Road Scholarship recipient, Alexa Johnson.
So, Pirates, I should have mentioned this earlier. You know that Mr. Leppold and I are usually very entertaining during this ceremony, but unfortunately this year it's a little bit different as we have this cameraman that's 6 feet in front of us with a camera in our face. So we're reading other people's words, and maybe we're even a little bit nervous. So just bear with us as we continue to go on through our ceremony. Thanks, Pirates. The next scholarship that I'm going to present is from the India Foundation of Metropolitan Princeton. I am presenting on behalf of Deepak Chainani, Treasurer and Scholarship Committee Chair. He states on behalf of the committee, he salutes to all senior award winners as he says, yes, you guys are the heroes. A little bit about the India Foundation. It's a local nonprofit organization working in West Windsor-Plainsboro area for 43 years. The mission is to promote better understanding of Indian culture and its heritage in America, our adopted homeland. To achieve our mission, we organize several events to celebrate Indian festivals throughout the year. Our events are entertaining, filled with Indian music, dances, food, and lots of fun. Some of our events are informative on subjects like health, finance, or current issues. Recently, we conducted a virtual event where a panel of 3 psychiatrists provided information on how to cope with the problems people are facing in this current pandemic. We will continue to provide more virtual events on different subjects until the situation normalizes. Our events are well attended. Several high school students volunteered at these events in the past, and our events are open to everyone. The India Foundation is a 100% volunteer-run organization, and they're always looking for volunteers. Our scholarship committee has reviewed all of the applications. Each application was filled with great achievements by our high school seniors. Even though we could only pick 2 winners, we actually think every applicant is a winner. The first winner of the 2020 India Foundation of Metropolitan Princeton Scholarship Award maintains a high GPA with many hours of volunteering at West Windsor Education Foundation in several of its programs, volunteers at Education for Success Tutorial Club, and tutoring at the public library. She shows deep involvement and consistency. Heading off to Cornell University in the fall, congratulations to Ria Kack. We wish you all the best for success in your goals. The second winner of the 2020 India Foundation Scholarship Award volunteered at several organizations, namely the Civil Air Patrol, the Area Soup Kitchen, Eagle Scout Service Project, First Tee. He shows deep interest in helping others, consistency, and at the same time maintains a high GPA. Coincidentally, this recipient is also heading off to Cornell in the fall. So let's congratulate Aaron Yagnick. Congratulations, Aaron. We wish you all the best success in your future.
The Sean Keller Foundation was created to commemorate and continue Sean's legacy of service by sponsoring a scholarship and promoting teen volunteerism. You can learn more about him at seankeller.org. He had been an active WWP high school marching band and MUN, but his true passion was volunteering with the Twin W First Aid Squad. He would carry that passion with him to college and graduate school, always finding time to volunteer with the local squads. Eventually, he returned to West Windsor, where he would spend the rest of his life serving the community as a volunteer firefighter and again as an active member of the Twin W First Aid Squad. Eventually, serving 5 years as their chief. Why did Sean devote so much time and effort to the fire and first aid squads? He didn't do it for glory or recognition, and he certainly did not do it for the pay. He volunteered for you and your parents, and for all the people he had not met, but he knew they were part of his community, and he had the ability to help them. Sean lived in the satisfaction and knowledge that he came, he cared, and he contributed. The township chose to remember him by naming the entrance road to the Emergency Service Building as Sean Keller Way. I can think of no better tribute than a constant reminder that we should all strive to live life the Sean Keller way. This was honestly the most difficult year to select a recipient. You helped kids from Haiti to Hamilton. You created technology, origami, and music. Like Sean, you did this not for glory or recognition, but because you saw a need and said, I have to help. We were impressed with how many started their own organizations and clubs and brought their friends into the volunteering community. Education for Success is one such example. And this year's Sean Keller Foundation Scholarship has been awarded to its co-founder, Ronit Sethi.
I'm so excited to share this year's newest scholarship, the Ladies in Technology Scholarship. This is actually sponsored again by a former alum, one of my students who recently graduated from Duke University. She reached out to me and asked, how can I give back to South? I want to sponsor a scholarship. I want to encourage some women to go into technology, which is exactly what she did. So in doing that, she decided to start a scholarship, and I'm going to read her words. I know my curiosity for computer science started in high school, so I want to pay that opportunity forward. I couldn't pick just one woman for this because there was so much talent, and I believe as women, especially in tech where we're smaller in numbers, instead of competing with each other, we should lift each other up. Thus, I'd like to congratulate 3 outstanding students. The following 3, and then we'll speak about those 3. Mahika Goel, Ria Kak, and Sonika Kulkarni. To Mahika, the programs you've done, especially the research for portable radars, SAR imaging, and UV LED light fabrication, on top of all the other extracurriculars, they're so impressive. And it just shows how well balanced you strive to be, and I hope you will continue to pursue research and whatever else you love. To Ria, I love how you were a junior STEM camp counselor teaching various coding languages and a founder of Girls Absolute Coding Club. It's so great to see that you've helped this club grow and nurture female engineers, and I can totally see you become a founder of your own company in the future. Keep it up. To Sonika, it was exciting to read that you were part of WIN STEM, Project CS Girls, and LLP. I was part of that as well. Researching smart sensors. I can't wait to see you continue to develop yourself with your fiery passion for data and machine learning, artificial intelligence, but also give back to others in the technology field with your passion and service as well. Congratulations and good luck to all 3 of you with whatever your next steps are. Our next scholarship is the Christine Mackin Memorial Scholarship. The graduate of the class of 2008, Christine was a gifted artist with a unique talent for theater design. While at South, Christine participated in athletics, was a volunteer EMT for the First Aid Squad and Helene Fould Medical Center, and was deeply involved with the art and theater communities. At the University of Utah, Christine was the scenic designer for various productions. She also worked as an art assistant stage manager for the renowned Pioneer Memorial Theater Company in Salt Lake City, and as a stage manager for the University of Utah's Senior Showcase in New York City. Christine devoted so much of her short life to giving, and in tribute, the fund's mission is to provide support to people and endeavors sharing Christine's passion. In that spirit, we are very proud and honored to present an award of $1,000 each to 2 very deserving young ladies. Christine was known for throwing herself wholeheartedly into every game, project, or job. And it is in that spirit that Christine Mackin Memorial Scholarship wants to help others achieve their dreams. Christine had many passions in life and displayed tireless dedication and enthusiasm in the pursuit of her interests. Our first recipient shares Christine's dedication to her craft, her passion for theater, and most especially stage management. She has actively sought out opportunities to gain experience in the technical field of theater, working both at the Princeton Summer Theater and the Cherubs program at Northwestern University. Like Christine, our first recipient is no stranger to hard work. She has worked her way up the ranks from assistant stage manager to stage manager for South Springs Musical, and has willingly and wholeheartedly taken on the task of mentoring others along the way. She's a dedicated student of technical theater who plans to pursue stage management as a career after college. Throughout her tenure in South Theater, she has always taken her role as stage manager with confidence and pride. Like Christine, this recipient takes work on willingly and helps others around her rise to excellence. Eager to pursue stage management at Penn State University, congratulations to Samantha Forrest. Christine's compassionate spirit and natural inclination to help others whenever and however needed defined her for so many in life. Even when in severe pain herself, if a friend, acquaintance, or even a complete stranger was in need, Christine was there with caring words of encouragement, a warm smile, and the infectious laugh for which she was loved by all who knew her. Our second recipient is no stranger to pain either, and as a matter of fact, joined us after sustaining an injury on the soccer field. For 3 months, she hobbled, most times faster than those around her, from task to task. She shares not only Christine's passion for sports, art, and set design, but plans to combine her passion for creating art and marketing to help others. Like Christine, this recipient has a desire to make the world a better place. She's an active volunteer within her community as well as nationally for children's causes and puts her heart and soul into everything she does. Eager to attend Temple University in the fall, congratulations, Alice Seemoff.
Established exactly 2 decades ago by the Mercer County Board of Chosen Freeholders, the goal of the Freeholders Mercer County Community College Scholarship is to encourage Mercer County students to attend Mercer County College and provide financial assistance in their community college endeavors. Recipients of this award who plan on attending Mercer County College in the fall and meet other important criteria are awarded a total of $2,000 for their 2 years at County College, so long as they keep up their grades. The board believes that aside from student safety and well-being, nothing is more important than a student's desire to further their education, especially amidst difficult times. This year's recipient is a well-rounded and responsible young man who's intelligent and can be quite witty. He's generally warm and compassionate, who has become deeply interested in aviation, becoming a pilot, having started flight lessons already. He will be attending the Aviation Flight Technology program at Mercer County Community College for 2 years before going off to a 4-year university. Congratulations to Saram Sedgidi. The Parent-Teacher Association reminds our country of its obligation to children and provides parents and families with a powerful voice to speak on behalf of every child while providing the best tools for parents to help children be successful students. In support of their mission, they also sponsor a scholarship each year for a deserving student. This year's recipient has served our school community as a student and musician. However, she also volunteered her time as a student participant on our Curriculum Instruction Committee. Her list of accomplishments is many, but most importantly, this recipient is hardworking, philanthropic, and sincere. Heading off to Franklin and Marshall in the fall, congratulations to Thesa Friedman. The MCREA is the Mercer County Retired Educators Association. Part of the NJEA members consists of retired teachers and staff. We support our own community service projects, workshops, and social events. A goal of our association is to financially assist college-bound seniors. This year's recipient was chosen from MCREA's 3 $1,000 scholarships. We receive over 40 applications countywide, all from amazing students. He is one of 5 siblings. His personal essay was very endearing to our scholarship committee. He spoke of his sister's hour-long shower as the family prepared for church. In giving back, Caleb mentioned simple acts of kindness, such as sitting with someone who was eating alone in the cafeteria. Even at his young age, Caleb understands that small deeds do not go unnoticed and are not unappreciated. His academic accomplishments are remarkable. He is a credit to himself and his family. Heading off to Cornell University in the fall, MCREA is proud to offer a $1,000 scholarship to Caleb Coe.
For over 60 years, Princeton Radiology of New Jersey has been a regional leader in the diagnosis and treatment of disease. With 36 board-certified and subspecialized radiologists providing services at 5 imaging centers and 2 hospitals, Princeton Radiology is committed to bringing empathy, compassion, and a remarkable imaging experience to the communities we serve. We are dedicated to providing patients and referring physicians with expert consultations and the latest technology and treatments available to all, and it's delivered in a highly skilled, courteous manner in a comfortable setting. Through the safe and attentive care Princeton Radiology provides before, during, and after every examination, and through participation in educational and charitable events like our scholarship program, Princeton Radiology has gained the respect of referring physicians, the trust of patients, and a prominent place in our community. It is an honor and a privilege to present the 9th annual Princeton Radiology Scholarship to David Mothy, a very deserving student who plans to pursue a career in healthcare. Congratulations, David, and best wishes in all of your future endeavors from the physicians and the staff at Princeton Radiology.
I'm reading this award on behalf of Kathy Tantum and her sister. In 1972, our dad, Salvador Princiata, walked into this building for the first time, and during his 21 years of service, rose to the position of supervisor of building and grounds. He displayed an unwavering dedication and service to this building for which he loves so much, but more importantly to the thousands of students and hundreds of teachers who passed through these doors while he was here. We began this wonderful scholarship 17 years ago in honor of our father who passed away, to continue his memory towards the students that he held so close to his heart. So tonight, as we honor our dad's memory, we are here to recognize an exceptional student who has shown the same dedication and pride as our dad. This year's recipient of the Salvador Princiata Scholarship represents many traits similar to our dad. He is very dedicated to the spirit of High School South. He displays a positive attitude, responsibility, and true respectfulness of others. He is a member of student council and was in charge of Music Fridays during his junior year. This is how I, Mrs. Tantum, had come to know him and his sweet, kind spirit. I am sure he will graduate from High School South with a positive, promising future. So, with that being said, we'd like to present the Salvador Princiata Scholarship to Rutgers-bound Jonathan Pinto. Today, the Princeton Corridor Rotary Club is proud to continue our recognition of outstanding students at West Windsor Plainsboro High School South. Each year, we award 3 $1,000 scholarships to students who have demonstrated dedication, scholarship, and service to their school and community. This year's selection process was challenged by COVID-19 pandemic, but the quality of the many applicants and many examples of scholarship and community service renewed our optimism for the future for our community and our country. Congratulations to this year's winners, Amanda Guest, Alice Semoff, and Aaron Yagnik. Aaron was chosen specifically the recipient of the Ed Kornstern Scholarship in recognition of achievements in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. The Princeton Corridor Rotary Club congratulates each of you and sends our best wishes for success in the future. Reading this scholarship on behalf of 3 young ladies who graduated from High School South while I was either their teacher or assistant principal. So it gives me great honor to introduce the Simi Sisters Scholarship. The Simi Sisters Scholarship is funded by Lisa and Allison, 2 of the Simi sisters who graduated from South in 2005 and 2008, respectively. The award is given to a female individual who excels in academics, athletics, and the arts as a reflection of the type of student the Simi sisters strive to be. The sisters created this scholarship because they have fond memories of their time at South and wanted to give back to a community that has given so much to them. The winner of the 2020 Simi Sisters Scholarship is bright, athletic, and her artistic ability doubles as a hobby that the Simi Sisters share, as well as one of the most unique art submissions they have seen in their 6 years of doing the scholarship. The winner is a leader in the swimming pool. She has a creative streak, and she's interested in business, but in the end, we know it's all about the cookies. Congratulations, Dana Jung. Best of luck in the future, and if you change your mind about starting a cookie business, please let the Simi sisters know. They will be your first customers. The Aditya Srinivasan Memorial Scholarship is in memory of a South student who passed away from an illness after his junior year. Aditya was very involved in the robotics club, and therefore the scholarship is earmarked for a student who has a passion for robotics. Beginning as a robotics fan, the younger brother of a team leader, this year's recipient learned about FIRST robotics programs in the shadow of his family. However, from the moment he joined the teams, he stepped into his own as a teammate and a leader. He has been with the program since 7th grade and has served as a presenter, a mechanical designer, a pit crew member, and a robot driver. This recipient also programs apps, does statistical research, and is demonstrating his enthusiasm through work in the community beyond just the robotics team. A valued and treasured part of the Midnight inventor family who will no doubt succeed in his studies next year at Princeton University. Congratulations, Anish Tekapalali.
Shortly, I will be announcing the names of 2 students who will have the honor of receiving the David Suarez Family and Friends Scholarship. And I will be reading the words on behalf of the David Suarez family. Before I do that, I'd like to explore with you the reasons David's family and friends decided to establish the scholarship. However, to best do that, we must first take a minute to understand who David was. Just like you, David walked the halls of this high school in one way or another. He too had dreams, hopes, disappointments, and achievements, all similar in many ways to what each of you might recognize as having been part of your daily experience here at West Windsor Plainsboro South. Just like each of you, David had a zest for living, a commitment to share with others his gifts, a passion for learning, for excellence, for helping others in the community, for being the best he could be. Some say that his smile would light up a room. Others said that he took the time to listen, or that as part of a team effort, he would bring insights that enriched the final outcome. Whatever it might have been, those who knew him saw a spark that inspired them to strive a little harder. Unfortunately, while he was still at the age of 24, all that came to an end on September 11th, 2001. Since 2003, which was the year in which the first scholarship was awarded, David's parents, Ted and Carol Suarez, and his friend Jeff Tobias, have had the privilege of reading the numerous applications submitted. In each write-up, the applicants told of their achievements and service to others. They also wrote of their dedication to achieving excellence as scholars, athletes, and artists. If what they said could be seen, that same spark so many others saw in David was alive and well. Perpetuating that spark is the reason why this scholarship was established. It is the spark that David had, and the spark that each of you has, that must be appreciated, nurtured, supported, and mentored so that it continues to grow and become a light that shines and inspires when most needed. A spark that eventually will become a shining light must be recognized for what it is. It must be celebrated and positioned for all to see. All of you have that spark. All of you can make it shine by helping to bring into focus the values that David had and you have written about in your own lives. This scholarship is a small attempt to acknowledge and sustain those values for years. Past recipients of this scholarship and from their families, Indeed, over time, let me take a step back. Remember I told you we're a little nervous up here? Indeed, over time, Ted, Carol, and Jeff have received many letters and contacts from past recipients of this scholarship and from their families, stating that on occasion, remembering that they had been recognized by this award and the values David stood for, it would encourage them to let their light shine a little brighter, to achieving excellence and helping others even more. We hope that this award also inspires and encourages you to let your light shine in your own special way as it deserves. It is with great pleasure that I have the honor of announcing the recipients of the $2,500 David Suarez Family and Friends 2020 Scholarship. Congratulations, Jude Ferry and Megan Martin. The next scholarship is sponsored by the Trenton Irish Heritage Association. This association was founded in 2008 to organize the Trenton St. Patrick's Day Parade. In 2016, the expense of the parade became so costly, we had to change our focus on providing 3 $2,000 yearly scholarships. The scholarships are offered to Mercer County High School seniors. To date, we have awarded $26,000 in scholarships. Our focus is to continue to provide financial assistance to Mercer County students from the profit of our annual Tricky Tray held in November. We look forward to many years of reviewing applications from Mercer County talented students. Our 2020 scholarship winner was awarded our scholarship based on her willingness to embrace all learning opportunities. She has a wide variety of interests, honors, and achievements. She has demonstrated her leadership through her student council and community service. She has many hobbies which she enjoys, including running, cooking, and baking. To quote this recipient, "My generation can be the one to right the wrongs in our society, to build a better future. She has demonstrated her desire and ability to conquer her goals. We hope she is the best biologist, environmentalist, and humanitarian she possibly can be. We wish her great success as she heads off to Colby College and advise her to run like the wind. Congratulations to this year's recipient, Jillian Dowling.
The West Windsor Bicycle and Pedestrian Alliance is pleased to award 2 South students as 2020 Annual Scholarship Award recipients in recognition of their contributions toward building a bicycle and pedestrian-friendly community. The first recipient is a smart, meticulous student who has been active in Science Olympiad at state and national competition levels, and he has shared this with younger students as an academic camp counselor. In his free time, he enjoys bicycling around his community and fishing with his brothers in local waters. He became interested in weightlifting as a way to healthy living, and he joined the Iron Pirate workouts, earning intermediate level. It is his commitment and passion for learning that continues to motivate him to success. Eager to attend Swarthmore in the fall, congratulations to Sangmang Jacob Park. And our next recipient of this award used his Eagle Scout project to install new bike racks at West Windsor Community Park and West Windsor Community Gardens. This was no easy task. He had to delegate certain responsibilities while still overseeing the entire project, from digging holes in the ground to mixing concrete. We are so pleased that he chose this Eagle Scout project, as this has a lasting impact on our biking community. He is off to do great things at Cornell in the fall. Congratulations, Aaron Yagnick.
The West Windsor branch of the Mercer County Library and the Friends of the West Windsor Library would like to announce that Grace Cho, Navina Iranki, Mahika Goel, Manali Mahapatra, and Aditya Rao have all been awarded a Jan Trenholm Scholarship. Grace Cho helped the library with shelving and keeping the adult Chinese book collection in order. Navina Iranki shelved and helped with crafts. Mahika Goel created and conducted a science program. Manali Mahapatra helped with shelving and sorting books. And Aditya Rao impressed the staff with his thoughtful science enrichment program. The Jan Trenholm Scholarship is awarded to high school seniors who have volunteered their time to the West Windsor Library. The scholarship program is supported by donations in honor of Jan Trenholm, who was a dedicated volunteer to the West Windsor Library and to the Friends of the West Windsor Library. We also want to thank Jan's husband, William Warren, and her family for their generous donations to the scholarship fund in order to promote the importance of Jan's legacy of community volunteerism to our wonderful library. These 5 dedicated students have helped to make the library a special place, and on behalf of the staff at the West Windsor Library and the Friends of the West Windsor Library, we thank you for your time and efforts you have given to the library. Congratulations.
LIONS is an acronym for Liberty, Intelligence, Our Nation's Safety. The West Windsor Lions began offering scholarships in the 1960s when we sponsored the first township-wide pancake breakfast. The proceeds from that event served to fund scholarships to students who were West Windsor residents, but graduates of Princeton High School at the time. There are currently 4 remaining Lions clubs in Mercer County. At one time, there were more than 15. Trenton had 3 clubs alone, with 5 department stores and 3 movie theaters. The members of the West Windsor Lions Club sponsors 2 scholarships each year. The first scholarship, the 2020 Lions Club Scholar Award, goes to a student who has an outstanding academic achievement, leadership, community service, and character throughout her high school years. As a National Honor Society member, she has been highly competent and passionate for math and science. Be it as a captain of various varsity teams, student council representative, or volunteering as a peer tutor, and as participating as a cheerleader. She has been a forward-looking student and commendable initiatives both at school and at opportunities outside of school, while making a valuable impact in the community at large. Her excellence, determination, hard work, and proven credentials has earned her a deserving opportunity to pursue her passion for data science at the University of Michigan in the fall of 2020. The West Windsor Lions Club wishes you continued success throughout your college career and in your future endeavors. Congratulations, Lindsay Walter. In 2015, the West Windsor Lions began presenting Community Service Award in the name of deceased Lions member. The award consists of a small monetary scholarship and a plaque, which will remain on display in the guidance office. This year's award will be given in the name of Donald M. As an AP scholar, this year's recipient is an accomplished achiever in academic excellence and growth throughout his high school tenure. He has always embodied service mind by taking initiatives at every opportunity to make a difference in the community. His notable contributions include being the founding members of Step for a Better World Leo Club, and a highly valued and regular initiative under the West Windsor Lions Club as part of the Greater Lions Club International. He has been a role model for selfless engagement at various humanitarian projects, be it climate change or preventing child blindness, thereby impacting the community in a positive way. Volunteering as a lead technology director or at Technology Help Desk, this recipient has taken his passion and excellence of mastery in ways and by every means to be used and implemented to benefit the larger student community as well as the betterment of the community at large. His contributions towards community service is not only exemplary but also commendable at such a young age. The West Windsor Lions Club wishes you continued success throughout your college career at UC Berkeley and in your future aspirations and endeavors. Congratulations to Rahul Shah. 3 South students have contributed much to the WWP Education Foundation Youth Committee and Foundation. All 3 students elected have embraced their officer roles and responsibilities over the last 4 years admirably. They have worked diligently in demonstrating their leadership as well as a strong commitment and support for the mission of the West Windsor Plainsboro Education Foundation. Ananya Gulati. She has been part of the youth committee since she was in 6th grade. Since then, she has involved herself immensely in the organization and has been a vital contributor to the youth committee events. As secretary and vice president, she did an exemplary job organizing communication and meetings. As a co-president, she continues to do an outstanding work leading a group of 53 students. Her planning and leadership have been crucial to the success of our major youth committee fundraising events. She was always a great team player and both involved and delegated work to other members of the committee beautifully. Sai Thapal. He joined the youth committee in his freshman year and soon became a key member of the team. His creative expertise in graphic design for both innovation and fair youth committee events was admired and appreciated by the board members, youth committee members, and parent mentors. He developed relations with local businesses and played a key role in the fundraising efforts. And the 3rd recipient, Ria Kak. She has been part of the youth committee since she was in 6th grade. She showed an extraordinary leadership in helping plan, organize, and manage the annual talent show. She worked independently backstage and with the talent show team, participants, and parents. This year, she was instrumental in bringing back live auditions to the delight of the talent show participants. We are extremely proud and happy to present the Certificate of Recognition and Monetary Award for the contributions to the Youth Committee and Foundation. Every year, High School South and High School North PTSAs organize scholarship committee with representatives from each school in the district. We have several meetings reviewing and grading our scholarship applications. It gives us great pleasure to offer such a program to hardworking seniors funded by the donations of our WWP families. Our judging criteria varies across numerous qualifying factors. We look at in-school involvement, outside of school extracurricular activities, volunteer opportunities, after-school, weekend, and summer jobs, grades, essay, community involvement. Based on all this criteria, we are honored to present this year's recipients with a well-deserved PTSA scholarship congratulating all of our recipients. Suraj Daru, Drishti Devnani, Thesa Friedman, Manali Mahapatra, William Rader, Aditya Rial, Rohit Rao, Rahul Shah, and Sanya Tawani. To the 2020 recipient for the West Windsor Plainsboro Soccer Association Scholarship. Thank you for applying to the West Windsor Plainsboro Soccer Association Scholarship. This year, WWPSA received numerous high-quality applications for the 4 available scholarships to consider. Your long history with a dedication to WWPSA as a player and as a volunteer demonstrates your commitment to WWPSA, the beautiful game, and your community. I'm pleased to inform you that you are awarded a $500 scholarship. We commend you for your perseverance during this unprecedented time in the world. We are wishing you all the best as you move to the next stage of your life by attending college, and hope you continue to play soccer and contribute to the game. Heading off to Clemson University in the fall, congratulations to Amanda Guest. Each year, the West Windsor Plainsboro Wildcats football and cheer honors those WWP athletes who have exemplified the very best of Wildcat mission by demonstrating leadership and character through dedication in team sport. I am honored to present Natalie Raday with this year's Wildcat Scholarship. From her own days as a Wildcat cheerleader to her service to the program as a junior coach, Natalie has embodied hard work, commitment, leadership, heart, and teamwork we hope all Wildcats display every day. She learned through her time in the program and then helped the next generation of the Wildcat cheerleaders what is possible. Natalie, thank you for all your hard work. Congratulations on this scholarship, and good luck as you bring your passions to college. Heading off to UC Santa Barbara, congratulations to Natalie Raday. The West Windsor Police Benevolent Association is pleased to present the West Windsor Police Benevolent Association number 271 scholarship. This year's recipient was chosen because he has displayed high integrity and has demonstrated loyalty, scholarship, dependability, and good citizenship. He is the real deal. He is often one to speak his mind honestly, to take risks, like joining the soccer team in high school with no prior experience, just because he could and likes to be active. He is a student who has grown tremendously, matured in both thinking and his actions. His interest in criminal justice motivated him to take a senior internship for his senior year when he began an internship with the WWP Police Department. He even cut his hair for this and looked quite the part of a member of our force, ready to learn and provide service to his community. Unfortunately, it was cut short, as was his senior year as a Pirate baseball player when the coronavirus appeared. Heading off to Butler University in Indianapolis in the fall, congratulations to Luke Potts.
The next scholarship is the West Windsor Plainsboro High School South Female Scholar Athlete Scholarship. I'm always excited to announce this one because once again, the person that is sponsoring it is a former South alum and actually a former South golfer that played on my team. So usually I like to see her when she comes to present this award, but this year I will present on her behalf, so I will read her words. Coming back to present this award each year is such a rewarding experience because I'm reminded of what an all-star group of kids South pushes out every year. It's been a decade since I graduated, and I'm amazed each and every year of the drive that students in this district have. This was a hard year of applications. Every single girl was not only a rock star out on the field, but also a rock star in school. These girls pushed themselves, applied themselves, and did great while doing so. This is especially true for the girl who won this award. Never stop pushing yourself the way you have the past few years, and never stop reaching for your goals. You have an incredibly bright future ahead of you. I hope that you can take your passion for swimming forward with you. Heading off to Stanford University in the fall, congratulations, Emily Huang. This next scholarship is sponsored by the West Windsor Plainsboro Wildcat Association, and it is their cheerleading scholarship. As a kindergartner walking onto the West Windsor Plainsboro Wildcat Pop Warner Field, Natalie Raday was wide-eyed and eager to learn everything there was to know about cheerleading. Natalie was enthusiastic and filled with spirit for a sport she truly loved. Natalie's passion for cheer blossomed throughout her elementary, middle, and high school careers. Her strength, instincts, ability, and passion to learn new things grew with her at each level. She persevered through our exceptionally long seasons and continued to maintain our traditions. Team building at cheer camp, honing skills at practices, engaging the crowd at games, maintaining strength with conditioning, fundraising for the cheer program, you name it, Natalie stepped up to it without hesitation or question. She was devoted to the program and was always committed to the team as a whole. She believes in hard work and striving to be the best she can be in any role. Natalie not only understands the importance of being a member of a team, but a member of Pirate Cheer and all the history and legacy involved. Natalie has a quiet nature and an innate kindness which draws people to her. She is always ready to step in with encouraging words and a smile. But get her on the field with her team and Natalie transforms into a true spirit leader. We are truly honored to award the WWPHS South Varsity Cheerleading Scholarship to Natalie Rade.
We would like to start by recognizing the following students with the West Windsor-Plainsboro Service Award. These students are awarded for their time, service, dedication to their school community. We would like to recognize the following 10 candidates with the WWP Service Award. Please hold your applause until all candidates have been named. Joshua Akbar, Neil Chakravarti, Phoebe Elias, Samantha Forrest, George Gochico, Brooke Jett, Kaylin Koo, Adil Makar, Jasmine Medhurst, and Olivia Williams. Josh Akbar. Josh has stepped up, often stepping out of his comfort zone to develop leadership skills and help create a positive and inclusive environment for all students at South. He participates in Campaign Connect, now called Campaign Dialogue, where he has made a significant contribution to the positive school climate and culture. He has been on multiple student panels about equity and inclusivity, and during this remote learning period, he is one of the 4 students writing a student-made teacher's handbook. Josh has developed as a leader, participating in group leadership training, serving as a peer leader, and being elected to class council. He also enthusiastically devoted himself to the theater program, working as a stage manager and performing in the One Act Club. Neil Chakravarti. Neil is a student committed to improving the lives of others and often seeks opportunities to help. He joined Campaign Dialogue, hosted a student unconference on unspeakables, and attended a climate and culture summit in order to help advance the climate and culture at South. Neil is also engaged in a variety of sports, clubs, and causes, and often engaged in fundraising and supporting the betterment of his school and community. He is kind and compassionate, a student who leads by example. Phoebe Elias. When this recipient told me that she wanted to go into hospitality management, I could not imagine a better career for someone with her energy and likable personality. Her caring nature is demonstrated through her long-time involvement in local philanthropy groups where she helps organizations take on the philosophy of repairing the world. She has embraced our school community, positively influencing as a student, leader, and volunteer. A natural leader, she was chosen to be a peer leader, where her job is to plan and conduct groups for freshmen to assist in a transition to high school. She is very involved in a local youth foundation that allocates money to charities in need. She holds titles such as Youth Advisory Board, Vice President, Treasurer, Peer Leader, Volunteer, and Juniorette, all of which are affiliated with service organizations. This recipient is eager to further her education at Penn State University and pursue a career in the hospitality industry. Congratulations to Phoebe Elias. Samantha Forrest. From the moment I met this recipient as a freshman, she eagerly told me about her first mission in high school was to make her class the most spirited in our early October homecoming festivities. By October, she was putting in hours assisting and leading the hallway decorating team. Before long, she was a leader in the classroom, in our talented choir program, in our theater program, and on the field hockey team. By her sophomore year, she was chosen a peer leader. This recipient is particularly interested in technical theater and stage management and even wants to pursue this on a college level. She pursued opportunity within our school and became the assistant stage manager for our spring musical by grade 10 and head manager by grade 11. This recipient serves and leads in all she does. She earns accolades for her leadership in stage management, leads her teammates on the field hockey team through example and encouragement, and is passionate that freshman members of the student body assimilate into a welcoming environment through her role as a peer leader. Her work ethic and personal dedication are the best. Eager to further her career or her education at Penn State University, where she will pursue the field of technical theater, congratulations to Samantha Sam Forrest. George Gochico. George Gochico is one of the most well-rounded, talented students out there. He even describes himself as a jack of all trades. At High School South, George is well known by his classmates and teachers as embracing athletics, the arts, leadership roles, and studies. As a student athlete, he has worked hard to lead the varsity cross country and track and field teams to championship competitions throughout the years. George has taken his love for music and theater to our stage, where he has been both the lead and held supporting roles in our spring musical. In addition to being dedicated to our vocal music program in our chamber choir honors, George is also a member of our prestigious a cappella group's first edition and noteworthy. His service to High School South also extends itself through leadership, where George is a respected peer leader who serves as an ambassador to our school, as well as serving as the president of the class of 2020. George is excited to continue his academic journey at Baylor University in the fall. Brooke Jett. Brooke Jett is truly one of a kind. He takes pride in his moral character and sense of justice. As the president of our school's Gay Straight Student Alliance Club called Spectrum, Brooke aims to provide support and education to its members and greater school population on behalf of the LGBTQ+ community. Additionally, Brooke volunteers his time assisting in the preparation and organization of various trans youth forums throughout the year. This past June, he served as a student speaker at our district ed camp on equity. Brooke was among the student panelists in an open discussion on inclusivity in schools to an audience of administrators and educators. Similarly, Brooke was on the student panel at High School South as part of the PD for staff on SEL and creating safe and inclusive classrooms. Furthermore, Brooke is one of 4 seniors collaborating on a publication of a student-made teacher's handbook aimed at guiding teachers and supporting their students in the classroom. It is evident in these efforts that Brooke makes thoughtful decisions and has a concern for the needs of others. Kaylin Koo. Tenacious, creative, Kaylin demonstrates deep commitment to the welfare of others, striving to improve the common good. When she's not traveling the world in service of others in need, she's working to support her pirate family as class council historian. She's a talented photographer who has lovingly compiled videos and class memories. She is also an extraordinary musician who has been an instrumental member of South's Wind Ensemble. South simply will not be the same without her. Adil Makar. With an ear-to-ear grin, Adil's energy and enthusiasm fills the room. Whether it's through student volunteer efforts, robotics, athletics, student council, or peer leadership, Adil goes above and beyond in serving the community and prioritizing the needs of others. His thoughtfulness, maturity, poise will be greatly missed. Jasmine Medhurst. Jasmine's been involved in improving relationships among individuals since walking through the doors at West Windsor Plainsboro High School South and asking how she could get involved, extremely active in Campaign Connect, Day of Dialogue, and hosting on conferences, raising awareness, and supporting the rights of others. Jasmine has spoken at mental health events about the importance of recognizing and seeking support for self and others and having resources available. Great asset to Project Pride, currently assisting in a student-made teacher handbook to inform and support teachers in the future of High School South's positive school climate and culture. Her goal in life is to make others happy. Olivia Williams. Olivia Williams is a prideful pirate. She always gives her best effort to make South a great place. She eagerly volunteered to help as a guidance aide and as a pirate leader, worked tirelessly to make a positive impact. We appreciate Olivia's commitment to helping all students and will miss her next year when she pursues a teaching degree at TCNJ. Thank you, Olivia Williams, for caring so much about your fellow pirates.
Congratulations, class of 2020. Your class will certainly be among the most memorable classes to walk and not walk the halls of South. From your first days as freshmen, you displayed great character that is certainly evident as you handled this very challenging end to high school. I will remember this class fondly and forever, admire your gratitude for what you have, and your honor as you dealt with what was lost. The first scholarship that I'll be presenting is the Donald Manane Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship is in honor of a former counselor here at West Windsor Plainsboro South who passed away from cancer. This award is given to a student of integrity and good character who is endowed with the same love of life that Don Manane exemplified during his life. In addition to the monetary award being presented tonight, this student will also have his name on a plaque displayed in our guidance office. As Don Manane showed a love of life, so does this student. His teachers say he brings light and positive energy to the classroom. His peers see him as a very proud pirate and a great friend. Every time he visits my office, he is smiling and eager to thank me for even the smallest bit of help. During his 4 years at South, this senior made the most of his time both in and out of the classroom. He is led by example in the way that he approached his studies, athletics, and his other extracurricular activities. Pirate pride and spirit came innately. Every task he approached, whether it be an assignment or a play in the football game, he gave his best effort. He is this quintessential scholar athlete and definitely a positive, full of life young man that truly reflects the ideals of Don Manane. North Carolina State is lucky to have him join their campus in this fall. It is with great enthusiasm that I award Major Wilbur with the Donald Manane Memorial Scholarship. The next award that I'll be presenting is the Christopher Snyder Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship is given in memory of Chris Snyder, a graduate of the class of 1995. While serving in the Navy, Chris was killed in the helicopter accident in California. His family and classmates set up a memorial scholarship in his name. This year's recipient is already living a life of service. From an early age, he got involved in the Boy Scouts and continued to seek ways to serve his community as he grew older. He worked tirelessly to earn all of his badges and even the distinguished honor of an Eagle Scout. If that is not enough, he is also a serving member of the Civil Air Patrol, an auxiliary of the United States Air Force. As a result of his hard work and innate leadership skills, he earned the title of Cadet Major and went on to win the prestigious Cadet of the Year award. With everything he does, both in and out of the school, he leads by example with the goal of service to others. I have no doubt he will continue to leave and make a positive impact on Cornell's campus starting this fall. It is with great honor and privilege that I award Aaron Yagnick with the Christopher Snyder Memorial Scholarship for the class of 2020. The final award I will be presenting is the Elaine Basic Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship is in memory of a former student at West Windsor Plainsboro High School South who died from leukemia during her sophomore year. Elaine was a kind and sensitive member of the high school's art community. Her memorial scholarship is given to a student who's shared their artistic talent in a giving nature and with a creative manner. I'm excited to present this award to one of the most artistically talented pirates to walk our hallways. One of his art teachers describes him as an extremely rare combination of talent, work ethic, creativity, and risk-taking. Another one of his teachers says he leads his classmates and peers by setting the example through a devotion to his craft. He is kind, humble, and is always eager to support his peers and his classes through his talents. Whether it's our annual homecoming hallway decorations or the latest version of the class shirt, he steps up to make South a more beautiful place to learn and grow. Outside of his vast artistic talents, he excels in courses across the broad curriculum and even has a successful YouTube channel. I'm thrilled that he is continuing his passion by studying illustration at the Rhode Island School of Design in the fall. It is with great honor that I award Adam Yang with the 2020 Elaine Basic Memorial Scholarship.
I'm pleased to present the West Windsor Plainsboro Education Association Scholarship Award. This award is given to any senior who graduates from West Windsor Plainsboro High School in June and plans to prepare for a career in education. This year's recipient has proven herself to be a kind, caring, determined, and creative student. She is enthusiastic, joyful, and has a personality that's just been evident to all who know her. She's a hardworking, determined student who does not shy away from a challenge or harbor a fear of failure. She has engaged in the South community beyond the classroom as a cheerleader and a cast member of the musical Bring It On. In addition to being an active and collaborative student, she holds a part-time job, she volunteers in the community, and makes time to spend with her family, all without ever compromising the quality of her work. In getting to know this recipient, it is clear that she is passionate about art. In fact, she has taken 5 art courses in the 4 years she's been at South. She not only is artistic, but she's a creative problem solver, both in school and in life. This recipient has a heart for helping others, and since I've known her, she has talked about wanting to be a teacher. I believe she has managed to merge both of her loves in her future plans. This recipient will be attending the College of New Jersey to study art education. Congratulations go to Michaela Amos Whitfield. I'm happy to now present the Michael P. Carr Scholarship. Mr. Carr was a former High School South principal who was known for his enthusiasm, his school spirit, and his ease of building rapport with others. In fact, he had such a good relationship with the PTSA that they started this scholarship in his name and continue to fund it today. The first words that come to mind when I think of this year's recipient are energetic, enthusiastic, artistic, vocal, and humble. She tends to throw herself 100% into the activities that she takes on, and she often rises as a leader among her peers. You can typically find her in the thick of things here at South, whether it's investing hours in decorating for homecoming or leading a team backstage as the head student producer for the plays and musicals, or designing posters, playbills, t-shirts, or anything anyone asks of her. She has a hard time saying no to anyone who asks for her help. In addition to her school spirit and contributions, this recipient is a student who finds it important to give back to her community and has a passion for social justice. Among her other community involvements, she's a vocal advocate and leader for Students Demand Action in Mercer County, where she organizes people and events to raise awareness and promote common sense gun control. One thing that stands out about this recipient is that she can easily navigate between being an artist and being a scholar, and successfully excels in both worlds. She's a creative thinker and a collaborative learner with an intellectual curiosity and love for both science and the humanities. In fact, her goal was to be able to combine all of her interests in her future studies. She ultimately chose a degree in communication design at the Parsons School of Design at the New School in New York. Congratulations go to Shravani Bhagavde.
The next award is the Gerard Schaller Memorial Scholarship. Gerard was West Windsor-Plainsboro Regional School District Administrator who served at Maurice Hawk, Dutchneck, and Wyckoff Elementary Schools and central office from 1975 through 1997. He exhibited a zest for life and a true passion for people, as demonstrated through volunteerism, extracurricular activities, classroom participation, tireless work ethic, and positive interactions with others. Tonight's honoree is all of those things and more. She's authentic, genuine, and down to earth, with no pretense about her. She's an exceptional leader who will go above and beyond to be helpful. Her adaptability, organization, and strong work ethic undoubtedly contribute to her continued success. Her strong desire to become an educator is born of her own experiences and her hope that she'll make a tangible difference in the lives of children. She said it best when she quoted Henry Brooks Adams, "Teachers affect eternity. No one can tell where their influence stops." I know the same will be true for her. Founder of the Meditation Club, student unconference leader, Girl Scout camp counselor, spring musical director's assistant, peer leader, I could go on and on. Her volunteerism and service to others is simply phenomenal. I know she'll continue to do extraordinary things at the University of Vermont next fall. Congratulations to Danielle Lavera.
Hi, I am Matt Coburn, and I'm the advisor for the Student Council here at South. I like to start most of my speeches with an anecdote that I find during the current school year. So here goes. Once upon a time, there was a king who had gone to visit neighboring kingdoms. He was gifted a pair of baby macaw parrots by the king of the last kingdom where he was visiting. They were the most beautiful birds he had ever seen. So upon returning to his kingdom, he called for a bird trainer and asked him to train the macaws. The king also arranged a place in the palace gardens for the parrots. He often looked at them from his palace window. As time passed, one day the trainer came to the palace and informed the king that though one of the parrots was flying majestically high in the sky, the other one was not moving from its branch since the day it had arrived. Upon hearing this, the king summoned trainers and healers from the nearby kingdoms. They all tried their best but couldn't get the parrot to fly. He even asked his courtiers to try and find a way to get the parrot to fly. All of them failed. The parrot was not moving from his branch at all. Finally, after trying everything, the king thought that maybe he needs someone who may be more familiar with the natural habitat of the parrots. He asked his courtier to get a farmer from the countryside and take him to the parrot to see if he can understand the problem with the bird. The next morning, the king was thrilled to see the parrot flying high above the palace gardens. He asked his servant to call the farmer to meet him. The servant quickly went and located the farmer, who came and stood before the king. And he asked, "How did you get the parrot to fly?" With his hands folded with respect, the farmer said to the king, "It was very easy, Your Majesty. I simply cut the branch where the parrot was sitting." So tonight we're honoring a number of great young people. Without any further ado, I'd like to introduce 4 very worthy seniors that have cut their own branches, destined to reach great heights after graduation. The Larry Fieber Award. This student will be receiving the Student Council-sponsored Larry Fieber Scholarship. This scholarship is made out to a graduate who has shown leadership among the students of South and made an attempt to unite them in this way. This student is a well-rounded individual and has incredible enthusiasm. A description of this young person can be found under the definition of hero, and is an illustrious person who is revered and idealized by teachers and peers. I've had the extreme honor of knowing this individual since they came to South in 2016. They joined the track and field team as a freshman and made an impact immediately, competing at a high level and earning the recognition from their peers. I got to know this person further when they joined our student council. Again, their impact was instantaneous, and when they began suggesting brilliant, innovative, and fresh ideas on how to increase school spirit throughout the year. She has served her school and community well. She has been a lifeguard, knows her way around the piano, achieved her Gold Award in the Girl Scouts, and served as a junior counselor. You shouldn't be surprised to know that she is also an extremely active member of the peer leader group. This young lady's resilience and leadership really showed, however, in her latter years at South. Having been sidelined during her soccer season from a knee injury, she dedicated herself to her physical therapy so that she could return and compete in track for her senior year. You would never have a hard time finding her after school either, because she would be either working out to get her knees stronger or cheering on her classmates at football or basketball games. She ran for the position of student council historian at the end of her junior year and won, allowing her to now document the very spirit in South that she was instrumental in strengthening. I'm also pleased to say that she did recover from her injury, but not only that, she was able to compete at the same high level again within our track program. She became a very vocal captain of the winter and spring teams, always sharing her insight and good humor with her peers and coaches. She brought great inspiration and energy to the team through her words and presence, and was as true a role model as you can get. When she graduates in a few weeks, she'll be taking that energy and spirit to American University, where she hopes to become a Washington, D.C.ite, working to change the world from our nation's capital. Oh yeah, she's also really good at teaching you the dance moves to the Renegade. I would know. Congratulations, Gia Witt, on earning the Student Council Larry Fieber Scholarship. The Mary McGuire Award. This next student is being recognized for earning the Student Council Mary McGuire Scholarship. This award is made out to a graduate who shows outstanding character, displays humanitarian efforts, provides an abundance of service to the school and community, all while achieving scholastic excellence. This particular student has made quite the name for themselves, as the resume as long as the Mississippi, just as mighty too. To begin with, I first met this young man when I was working the clock for the wrestling team. He came running over to the table to announce his name, as is customary in wrestling matches. I mean no disrespect when I say this, but wrestler is not the first word that would come to mind when you speak this guy's name. A more proper word choice might be spokesman, debater, pioneer, leader, president. This young man created a nonprofit organization that works with students in underprivileged communities. He went as far as successfully navigating the IRS and New Jersey's guidelines to properly create this organization. At 17, he found himself making presentations to tutors, school administrators, and even school superintendents. The success of this organization was evident when this young man was honored as a distinguished finalist out of over 29,000 national applicants for the Prudential Spirit of Community Award. Oh yeah, he's also a leader of the debate team, mock trial, president of our school's Model United Nations, and president of our student council. Congratulations, Tommy Kalitzis, on earning the Student Council Mary McGuire Scholarship. The Nick Gates Scholarship. This next student is being recognized for earning the Student Council Award Nick Gates Scholarship. This award is earned by a graduate who shows leadership in athletics, a fond interest and talent in the arts, and has achieved scholastic excellence. This particular young person displays all the qualities of Mr. Nick Gates and more. This person has energy to the extreme, and she needs it, especially during the winter months where she has worked her way up in the stage crew world to become this past musical's costume mistress, though I'm sure she would prefer a much more humbled term. She does not take this job lightly, for it is through her hard work and dedication to the musicals that allows them to run so smoothly. This job has also taught her to be extremely organized and efficient with her time. In terms of words from her teachers, she is extremely humble, graceful, thoughtful about her education, and mature. A great young lady that sets high standards for herself, regardless of what others think or what is going on around her. If you think she takes it easy come spring, you'd be wrong. She channels all of her energy into her next passion, which is being a star defense lady for the South lacrosse team. She has played a leading role in the group Artists for Charity as well. After graduation, she will go on to attend NYU in fashion management and merchandising. Congratulations, Ella Ramirez, on earning the Student Council Nick Gates Scholarship. The Student Council Appreciation Scholarship. This student is being recognized for earning the Student Council Award, Student Council Appreciation Scholarship. This award is earned by a graduate who has made an effort to improve student and school relations with it not being their specific task. This particular young person we found to be extremely deserving of the Student Council, or STUCO, Appreciation Scholarship. This person is an avid dancer, according to all of her teachers, is determined, charismatic, and extremely motivated. She's deeply involved in Model United Nations and a highly active peer leader. Like most members of Student Council, she did not have her start in Student Council, but rather Class Council. It was through these younger years that she was able to raise over $6,000 in cookie sales for non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, a disease that has plagued her family. In the great election of 2019, she gracefully lost her seat as president of Class Council at the end of her junior year. This is where her determination kicked in, because rather than retiring to the cushy life of a senior at South, she persevered onward and sought out a new path with Student Council as a representative, where she continued to put her talents to use and helped forge new paths, events, and ideas that hadn't been thought of before. As advisor of Student Council, I'm eternally grateful that she has decided to become a member of our club. Next year, though, she'll become a member of the UC Berkeley Club, where she will pursue a major in political economy. And wouldn't it be grand if we were able to, once again, refer to her as Miss President? Congratulations to Annabelle Sue.
This next award is the Pirate Pride and Spirit Award, and is an award that is very close to all of our hearts, as it is in honor of all pirates, past and present. The recipient of this award is someone who embodies the true qualities of a South pirate. These characteristics, in the words of one of our favorite past pirates, are integrity, honesty, and values. True pirates recognize that the successes at South and in the larger community rest on the abilities of its members to stay true to solid values, care about others, and utilize our abilities to make a difference. It is also important that we all protect our ship and its reputation with effort and diligence and remain proud pirates forever. In addition to receiving the monetary award of $1,000, the recipient will also have their name on a plaque displayed in the guidance office. This year's recipient is truly a proud pirate, and someone we believe without doubt will continue to maintain his integrity, his honesty, and his strong values, while also, as he has done at South, continue to deeply care about his community. He's our official South door holder and someone who shows kindness to everyone throughout every day. Heading off to study physics and education at the College of New Jersey, congratulations to this year's winner of the 9th Annual Pirate Pride and Spirit Award, Ben Fanta. The Walker Karp Scholarship is given to a senior who has made a commitment to study in the medical field. Having a family member that is now a well-respected doctor, he has been an inspiration and has helped her to realize that her future is in her hands and that with hard work and dedication, she can pursue her dreams. This recipient has been involved in many programs such as day-long STEM courses at Princeton University, Walksman Club, and Rutgers University Mini Medical Honors Programs. These programs, along with her school courses, fostered her curiosity to learn more about biology and chemistry, particularly related to medicine. Congratulations to Mitali Shroff, and best of luck as she will be studying cell biology and neuroscience at Rutgers University in the fall. Congratulations, Mitali.
Richard Williver Scholarship. Our first award is the Richard Williver Scholarship. Dick Williver was a well-respected superintendent in our district and is credited for the high level of excellence in our district today. This year's recipient has had a variety of activities and experiences, including an internship at the Chemical and Biological Engineering Lab at Princeton University, volunteering at the Robert Wood Johnson Rehab Center, member of the Waxman Club, member of Future Problem Solvers, taking Kung Fu classes in the past 7 years, and many more activities. Pursuing a degree in engineering in the fall at Johns Hopkins University. Congratulations to Angela Song. 50. Richard Snedeker. Our next award is the Richard Snedeker Scholarship. Richard Snedeker was a prominent Board of Education member within the district whose leadership was far-reaching. Richard was particularly interested in the relationship between athletics and academics. This year's recipient was very successful academically while also positively influencing our school's extracurricular programs and our local community. An accomplished runner, she has participated in varsity track program for the past 4 years. Additionally, she has also held leadership positions in our student council and has found volunteer opportunities that support her interests. She will continue her running pursuits and surely her academic pursuits when she attends Colby College in the fall to study biology. Congratulations to Jillian Dowling. The Isabella Marca Trajano Scholarship is dedicated to the outstanding assistant superintendent who worked with Dick Williver in establishing the high-level excellence that we enjoy in our school district today. This year's recipient has not only been an amazing member of our Pirate family academically, but also was part of our Red Cross Club, Investment Club, Junior States of America, Girl Scout, and placed an immense amount of time into her ballet dancing. Some highlights of her dancing includes the fact that she attended the International Summer Ballet Intensive and the Nutcracker School of Ballet in Central New Jersey Productions. She was a junior classical and contemporary soloist in the 2016 American Academy of Ballet, just to name a few. She has distinguished herself academically with 4 years of honors in advanced placement courses, being a role model of integrity, grit, dedication, and generally kind and friendly person. Excited to attend Washington University in St. Louis in the fall. Congratulations to Jeanette Smith. The Ronald Watson Scholarship is in honor of the first principal of West Windsor-Plainsboro High School. Ronald Watson is responsible for generating our mantra, which is still alive today, Pirate Pride and Spirit. This year's recipient began high school as a confident student with a strong voice, and I was impressed from the moment I met her. She has become one of the most effective leaders and truly she leads by example. Her dedication and caring personality have helped her to make our school and local community a better place. She is a class officer and an accomplished member of Model UN and Debate Club. She, however, is also not afraid to step out of her comfort zone. A self-proclaimed non-athlete, she joined cross country and over the course of 3 years decreased her mile time by 4 minutes. Her extracurricular accomplishments are too many to mention, but one thing is for sure, she shares her gifts with others and as a result has respect from her peers and teachers alike. A true pirate, she embodies our mantra, pirate pride and spirit. She will be attending the University of Pennsylvania to study at the Wharton School of Business. Congratulations to Drishti Devnani. And finally, I would like to announce the salutatorian of the class of 2020, Jeanette Smith. And the valedictorian for the class of 2020, Angela Song. This concludes our awards program for this evening. I want to thank everyone for their patience and also everyone for their resilience in dealing with our current climate. We would all love to have done this in person. Unfortunately, that was not possible. But this does not change the legacy for the class of 2020. We will make sure, and I know the members of the class of 20 will make sure their legacy will be far beyond what everyone thinks about when they think of the class of 2020. Their further pursuits and their future will determine their legacy, not the current situation. Congratulations, and I thank all of you, class of 2020.